What's up, guys? So my last video was the iguanas. Now, since that video, I've gotten 2 more iguanas. So this is going to be kind of like an iguana update. Sorry, still got my cough going on. It's been a long time. But I'm going to start off with the smallest one and kind of explain. I'm going to show off how beautiful these guys are, the ones that I just picked up. And I'm going to kind of explain a little bit more as to why these don't make great pets for everyone. These are not beginner reptiles by no means whatsoever. For instance, this is Charizard. Okay, this is my super red. She's got that little dewlap hanging out. She's not really sure what to think about me yet. Just recently got her. See this tail? Now, iguanas, they can break off their tails, not really at will. It kind of snaps off, unfortunately, and they do grow them back, but it takes them forever, and they're not always as beautiful as the originals, okay, as they are when they start off. Now, she's got a little bump right here as well. So when I picked her up, I got her from some people that had actually had her in a 55-gallon tank with one branch going down the middle of it, laying on the floor. There was no area for her to climb. I honestly can't even tell you if she had proper lighting on her. They seen her, they wanted her, they got her. They didn't know how to take care of her, and unfortunately, there's just too many circumstances like this one. And you guys really need to be able to You guys really need to be able to do your research about each and every animal that you're getting. Now, this is a super red iguana. Okay, if you look at her belly, yeah, she's got a little bit of green going on. Just a little bit. Now, what most people don't know is there's some super reds, some genetic super reds that are super red, and they're red all throughout when they're born or shortly after. Now, the biggest genetics of super red, they're actually born green with some red on the top. Not as much as like a false red or a red, which has a red top inside, but right down here would be green, and it stays green. Now, that's just a regular red iguana. This is a super red, and she's just awesome. Now, it's possible, could be a male. It's very possible, because she's only about, from snout to vent, only about 12 inches, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. So it's really hard to determine just yet. Now, I am going to also show you this one. Now, this one here, I'll also go over a few things with her. So, this is still small, but these guys get massive. Okay? She is, from snout to tail, okay, she is 4 feet in length. 4 feet exactly. Now, that's a big lizard. This is a blue axanthic. You can see the blue going on her underside. Okay, so at this point, she is my biggest blue iguana. My biggest iguana, that is. Now, I'm not really sure how well you guys can see it, but she's got some red going on. Well, the red coloration, she don't look as pretty blue as Reptar on the top or whatever, and that's due to her dominance. She is a very dominant female. You can tell she's female by a few different markers. Let me try to pick her up again. Okay, by a few different markers. Now, she don't have She's not trying to relax just yet. Got one on my head. So she don't have jowls. Okay? So that's out the question. She's about, we're gonna guess about 5 to 10 years old. Not 100% sure on age, but we're gonna guess about 5 to 10 years old. Okay? She don't have real good fat sacks up here, real big fat sacks, whatnot. And again, the jowls. Even a male iguana at this size should have some very impressive jowls. She don't. She's got some red coloration up on here like the males will get. Typically in breeding season, then it kind of fades away. The more dominant will keep that coloration past breeding season. Females, even not so much dominant females like this girl here. This is Godzilla, by the way. Sorry. Even non-dominant females will have the red coloration and it'll fade out. But the dominant females will keep that coloration and go forward. Her head shape really looks like a male. And if you don't know enough looking at this just off the picture or video at this angle, looks like a male all day every day. It's not. This is a female. Again, look at them jowls. She does not have the impressive jowls a male would. Nonetheless, she is a beast. And she's just my baby. She sleeps in the bed with me. She is actually a very exceptional specimen, again, for these guys, because these guys get huge, they can be temperamental. She has tried to hit me with that tail a few times. And she, you know, has a decent sized tail. That's not something that you want to get hit with. This is not a game, okay? This is hard. And, okay, don't want to taste your claws. Thank you, though. There we go. Good girl. You can't assume that you will never be bit. You just cannot assume that, because chances are you will. It's not about if, it's about when. An iguana this size is going to hurt. An iguana this size, if I can get you to stop climbing on my hat, that'd be awesome, Charizard. Be awesome, okay? Thank you. An iguana this size is not going to listen to me. As you can see, they kind of just do what they want. There's not much that you can tell them what to do. You got to be super careful because those claws, you don't want to hurt them. You don't want to hurt yourself. But an iguana this size bites you, it's still going to hurt you. They can do kind of like alligators with a death roll. I've experienced that a time or two, and it does not feel nice. Not at all. The worst case was when I had a green iguana. It was actually a wild-caught green iguana. Bit my shirt, as it was just on me like Charizard was, and did a death roll right there, trying to get away with my shirt in its mouth. Thankfully, the iguana nor me got injured. Sorry, can't even talk this morning. I apologize, guys. I just really wanted to go over that. Those couple of things with these guys. The care. You have to know what you're doing. This iguana could not turn comfortably in a 55-gallon tank. A 55-gallon tank is just over 12 inches wide. That's not a comfortable space for this animal right here. Okay? It's really not. And currently, I don't have enclosures set up for animals even of this size. As soon as Reptar gets this size, he's going to have to get out of the enclosure that you guys seen in my last video. However, right now they're in my room. They have free range in my room. I have UVB lights strategically placed with my heat lights strategically placed. And all that good stuff. So everything's taken care of. There's no worries there. The reason why I'm going to build them in an enclosure, I'll probably wait until it starts to warm back up here in Florida and build an outside one and just call it a day. But personally, I'd let them stay in my room year round. However, they poop a lot. It smells. It's nasty. So, no, can't do that. So, it's bad enough going around picking up after these two. I don't want to have just my room full of iguanas. You know what I'm saying? Pooping and making a mess. Rocky, if you don't stop it, you be quiet. Yeah. So that's that, guys. Just wanted to give you guys another quick update. Now I have, what is that? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 iguanas. I have 6 iguanas. I have 2 reds. Sorry. I have 1 red. Can't even talk. 1 red. 1 super red. And, what is that? 4. Yeah, 4 blue exanthic iguanas. So, we'll see what the future holds for them. See what we'll do with that. But, you guys take care. Sorry for taking so long posting another video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that little bell icon so you get notified every time I post a video like this. And all of my social media links, my website, all that, it's all in my About section if you go down to my channel. Take care, guys.